Did the Teletubbies have a job? Did they ever do stuff that wasn't like playing around, dicking about?
Well, I don't recall them having a purpose.
Like if you ever saw them like at like a production line or something.
Yeah.
No, but they had a servant. Nunu was their servant, like did things for them. So like they obviously had a stream of income down before the housemaid.
They'd splatter custard everywhere. And then Nunu would just come in and just suck it all up.
Hello! Welcome to Believe. I'm Phil Green.
And I'm a very sweaty David Ferguson.
He is a very sweaty David Ferguson. And this is episode 69, baby, and our season finale.
Ooh.
Or episode 23 of season 3.
Ooh, whatever you want. I like 69.
You like
69, dude.
69, yeah.
I'm of that generation.
See the episode about the number 23 for the significance of 20. No one gives a shit, does it? Apart from us. No one. We thought more people would notice that. No one's noticed.
No one
we literally had to do an episode for someone to notice that.
Yes.
Anyway, this is a podcast about the world's craziest myths, mysteries, and conspiracies. In each episode, we bring on a guest. That guest has picked a myth, mystery, or conspiracy they want to talk about, and then we try to prove it, debunk it, or neither. And this is probably the most important one I think we've ever addressed, isn't it?
Yes, I think it's time that we took the lid off this secret.
Absolutely. I think when we needed it to be episode 69, I think.
Absolutely. We needed lots of things to be 69.
We really did, yeah. So this is our season finale. We are going to be back fairly soon, but we have loads of episodes in this season. We've loved it. It's been great, hasn't it? We've done Hitler.
I haven't done Hitler. That's not my king.
We've done Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Face of Mars.
The Face of Mars,
yes. Yeah. Great Solar Flash.
Yes, that was great.
That was great. Yeah. Titan Point. Loads of interesting stuff. So if you haven't listened to our previous episodes, please go back and listen to it. But if you have, and you want more episodes while we're away, and you're desperate to get them, what can they do?
Well, we have got a Patreon. So when we're off air, like we're a TV show. When we're not available, you can go to our Patreon. You can get all those juicy extra episodes that you haven't seen. That's Patreon.com/believe.com.
Close. Patreon.com/believepod.
Patreon.com/believepod.
Yes, we have 23 brand new spanking episodes that you can listen to if you're not a patron already. And also you're helping us support the podcast. And for us to keep doing this, we would love that. It means we can do the next season, which we can still carry on getting great guests, covering all the conspiracies that you want us to talk about. You also get early access to the main feed and ad-free listing as a patron as well. So we would love it if you joined. And where can they follow us on social media?
You can follow us everywhere on social media that's important. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We do have a Blue Sky account, but that's a story. And you follow us as Believe Pod.
Yes, we'll be posting stuff while we're away about the conspiracies we've been talking about. Also some of the back conspiracies that we are going to have upcoming. And we want to know what you want us to cover. So email us, DM us, whatever. We have an email address, which is believeconspiracypod@gmail.com, or you can DM us on any of the socials that we talked about. And we do want to know, don't we?
We absolutely do want to know, because I've done all my pet conspiracy theories, and I've tried to educate Phil and his pet conspiracy theories. There are many, many more. So we want to hear from you.
There are many, many more. Also, I'm going to be doing some previews of my latest solo show in Newcastle, Durham and Camden over the next couple of weeks. So if you live in one of those cities, please come along. There'll be a link in the show notes, and also on philgreencomedy.com. And we will both be in Edinburgh doing solo shows this summer in August. And we would love to have you come along. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at the Apex Hotel in room 6. It's the 25-seater, and my show is David Ferguson Bedhead.
Yes, and what dates are you going to be there from?
I'm doing more dates than you.
You are doing more dates than me.
Committed.
Because you're a better person.
Yes, I didn't want to say it, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm from the 1st to the 25th. I will be doing my little show.
Yes.
So please do come along and see it.
And I'm lazy, so I'll be there from the 2nd to the 24th, with a day off on the 13th. All the links to those shows will also be in our show notes and on our bio. Now, George is pumped. He is emotional because it's the end of the season.
Yes.
He's the most emotion we've ever seen him.
Yes, there was a single tear rolled down his cheek.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
The most emotion George has ever had. And who is today's incredible guest?
Well, it's very fitting that this is our guest today, because I'm very, very sweaty, and I would love to dive into a lake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just immerse myself
that
in
lake
water.
feels slightly tenuous, but I see what you've done.
Yes, we have the fantastic cake-eating Sam Lake.
Sam is an acclaimed comic presenter and writer. He won the Leicester Square Theatre a New Comedian of the Year and was nominated for the BBC New Comedy Awards. He also made his Edinburgh Fringe debut in 2022 with his show Cake, hence the reference to cake. He had a West End transfer to Soho Theatre. It was also recorded as a special. His second hour, Dilf, was went on to a nationwide tour in 2024, and Esmeralda, his third hour, was one of Rolling Stone's top 12 standout shows of the Fringe last year. He starred in the Comedy Guide to Life on Dave, the Joy of Missing Out on Channel 4, Breaking the News on BBC Scotland, loads of other stuff, as well as having his writing featured on Mock the Week. He's a regular entertainment correspondent for BBC Scotland, and he performs all over the UK. And he would also be in Edinburgh this summer, and we were putting the link to that show in our show notes. And he also is the presenter, I should point out, of the wonderful podcast I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings.
Yes, and we were at an awards ceremony and he won.
He won. We were very happy for him. We were depressed because we didn't win, but we were very happy for Sam.
It was such a great night.
It was a great night.
Was it Golden Lobes?
Golden Lobes.
Yeah, it was a great night.
Yes,
Great night.
Sam is Golden Lobe Award winner. And what is the subject that Sam has chosen?
Well, we're exposing the truth of that the Teletubbies are genetically engineered slaves.
Yes, the Teletubbies are biogenetically engineered slaves.
The Teletubbies are biogenetically engineered slaves.
Wow.
I'm a slave.
Let's do this.
Get out of the rabbit hole.
It's a fake. Every single bird in the sky is a robot.
It's fiction.
Doubt your government.
It's an urban legend.
Like if they're actually spraying something in the sky.
No way.
A stream of absurdity.
It's a total fabrication.
Welcome to the podcast, Sam Blake!
Thanks for having me.
That's all right. You're looking lovely, despite having sat on a train for, I guess, 6 hours today.
No, only 4.5.
Oh, 4.5, that's good.
It's very well connected to Edinburgh.
Is it?
London is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a commuter hub.
It is going to be too. How long have you been in Edinburgh for now?
5 years. 5 years.
And
it's been 5 years.
How's the accent coming along?
I don't attempt it.
You
I don't
do
like
that.
it. I don't do it.
Okay.
I think if you mock the accent as an English person, they'd rather you just did literally any other accent.
Yes.
Even the bad ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've all discovered that in Edinburgh, yes. Seen comedians attempt it. It will not go
Just
down
don't
well.
bother.
Don't bother, don't do it.
No.
You enjoy living there, though?
Yes, I do. Thanks, Edinburgh.
Because he couldn't say anything else there.
No, it's lovely.
It is
It's a lovely part of
beautiful
the
city.
world.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. I'm very excited to be going back up. It's my first time doing a show up there, so I'm a bit nervous because normally I just go and see shows and I have ice cream in Mary's Milk Bar.
Of course, you have to. Oh, and she's getting wacky with the flavors lately.
Love that.
Milk and cumin.
Oh, I'm tarmac flavor.
Charcoal flavour. It's not a tarmac flavour, it's a charcoal flavour. That's the one you...
But I would have tarmac. I'd have burnt
Yeah, I
tire
would.
flavor. Yeah.
You would have tarmac flavour?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If it's from Mary's Milk Bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had gorgonzola ice cream from there.
That
It
is
was amazing.
yeah.
Yes, she does. Sorry, she did a blue cheese one as well.
It is so good.
Blue cheese and like a fruit, like a blueberry or something. Yeah.
It's just, I would have whatever.
She's just going through the charcuterie board and turning it into ice cream.
I love Mary's Milk Bar.
Prosciutto
I have
sorbet.
dreams about that place.
Do you go there when the Fringe isn't on?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
okay.
There are other places to get ice creamy
Yeah,
and creamy
yeah.
treats. There's a place called Moo Pie Gelato, which is quite good. They do a nice cereal milk soft serve. With it goes down a treat. Oh, on a hot summer's day. Oh, yeah. Should I not make so many sexual noises?
No,
No,
it's
we're
absolutely
episode
fine.
69. Make more.
Oh.
Why do you think we brought you on this one, Sam?
Yeah, I did think it was very fitting.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the episode I'm on.
Of course it is. Of
course.
Absolutely. Mysteries, conspiracies, those sorts of things. What do you think about them?
I didn't think that I was like a conspiracy kind of guy. I don't believe in the big ones like the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
The Pope is a lizard.
Yeah.
Pronouns. Blah. What? No, that one's a joke. But I do believe in a conspiracy if I can find a way to make it something that has personally wronged me. So like in interpersonal conspiracy theories, like if you have a theory about what one of your coworkers might be doing or something like that. I have like quite a petty conspiracy theory about the arcade.
Okay.
Because I go to an arcade that's not far from where I live.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones where you win tickets, you exchange them for prizes, but you can get a little card to save your tickets on there. so that you can exchange them for a very big prize.
Yeah.
So currently I have 35,000 tickets saved up. They hate me when I come in. They really don't like it. And I've got a conspiracy theory that they are slowly trying to reduce the payouts on all of the machines as soon as I get good at them so that they don't have to give me an 8K TV.
Okay. So you've created your own conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Okay.
All conspiracy theories have to be created by somebody.
They do, you're right.
No, they don't. They don't. The truth revealed.
But all of which are personal to you, essentially. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So this is the Sam Lake world of conspiracy.
Yes, my only gripe about conspiracy theories is they're not about
They're not
me
enough about you. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that could come from anyone that isn't a comedian. Absolutely, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Anytime I talk about any serious or personal issue, really, what I'm saying is we should make this about me.
We should make it about you.
Yeah.
As comedians, yes.
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 In fairness, that is what we do. It's all about me. Okay.
My parents didn't love me as a child. This is why I do this.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
you haven't got the 8K TV yet
Not yet.
because they keep moving the bar.
There's a machine that I'm really good at. It's
Yeah.
a shooting game,
Yeah.
and it's called like Wild West Shootout, and it's like just people come up and you have to like shoot them, and you get more points if you shoot them in the right place. And like they're little like people just like wearing hats, and they've got big bushy beards, and some of them wear glasses. I might have been looking in a mirror. I don't know if this was a machine, but I got really good at it, and I would win like thousands of tickets, and I'd be like, yeah. And then the next time I go in, I did the same thing, got fewer tickets. And then I went and complained, and they were like, "Oh, we'll look into that for you." And then they never did. So I went back in, and it went down even more. And so I've now got an email chain with the manager of the arcade. This isn't a conspiracy theory, is it?
No, this is an Edinburgh show.
I'm just being a huge bitch.
Yeah, absolutely, but it's a great story.
I do. Obviously, it would be silly to think that they are like rigging all of the machines specifically to stop me from winning something.
Yes.
But wouldn't it be great if that is why they.
But you are English.
Yeah.
And I
am.
That's true.
and that
Thank
might
you
be
for
why.
saying.
But, you know, that might be why.
Or do you think they only want born Scottish people to win their 8K TVs?
Scottish arcades for Scottish people. That's their motto.
I can't really argue with that
No,
either.
and you've infiltrated.
I can't go to the English arcades. It's just XL bullies
It
and
is
Union Jack flags.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
You made me think Mike Birbiglia had a show where he was in a car accident and he was the wronged party, but the investigating police officer said it was him. Even though he was the one that was injured, and he did a whole show about it, and it kind of that you talking about the arcade, you know, it kind of feels like that, you know. That's I'm the wrong party, you know.
I am the wronged party. Yeah, it's much easier to believe in a conspiracy if you feel like, the wool's been pulled over my eyes, or like something. Like if you really did think the Pope was a lizard, or if you were Catholic, you'd be like, oh my God, imagine if the Pope was a lizard this whole time, and I've been addressing them wrong. I don't know. I'm not Catholic, so I don't know. Could
What
be.
would be his pronoun?
Yeah.
It'd be a meal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we've established that. It's a shame that you've already written your Edinburgh show because this sounds like a terrific story.
Hey. Who said anything about my Edinburgh show was written?
Right?
sorry. You've got a slot booked. Something's got to fill it.
Yeah. I gotta go. Hey, the first 20 minutes we're smooth sailing.
Yeah.
And the next 40.
Oh,
Hold
mama.
on to your fucking hat.
They're getting the TV story.
Bespoke comedy right there, as you said.
So the Teletubbies are biogenetically engineered slaves. So since its debut in 1997, Teletubbies has been a source of fascination, amusement, and sometimes confusion for audiences worldwide. Designed as a surreal and colourful children's show featuring 4 peculiar creatures in a pastoral landscape, the series ostensibly promotes early childhood development through repetitive language and non-threatening characters. However, beyond the surface-level whimsy, some speculative cultural theorists and internet commentators have suggested that the Teletubbies could be interpreted as biogenetically engineered beings, specifically as artificially created enslaved life forms designed to serve an unseen higher power. So, Sam, fan of Teletubbies?
I was, yeah. If I still was at 32 years old, that might be troubling.
Slightly.
Yes.
Can I just say part of the reason that Teletubbies became such a zeitgeist moment was because people were coming home from the pub and watching it. Like yeah.
Trippy.
People, like adults were watching it, like students, like it became a cultural touchstone.
Technically, because I lived in a pub, I would also come home. I would come to the pub and watch Teletubbies, but it's because it's
you
where
would
I
have been
lived.
a child at the time.
I would have been a child.
Whereas
Still drank a lot.
Difficult childhood. Anyway, it does. I mean, it's hard to explain because I remember the time before the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
We both do. And it was huge. I mean, I was in my teens. You would have been in your teens as well, I would guess. And
so kind.
Okay. And it absolutely exploded. A bit like sort of the Peppa Pig of its generation, or
it was bigger than Peppa Pig
or
because I
Bluey.
fucking hate Peppa Pig.
Okay.
I don't know. The Teletubbies didn't ever have like a gender reveal at Battersea Power Station. I think Peppa Pig is like more in the cultural zeitgeist than. Time will tell, because we're still talking about the Teletubbies now. If we're still talking about Peppa Pig in another 20 years.
The reason that I hate Peppa Pig is there's a book called Peppa Pig Goes to Ireland, and the comedian Mary Burke talks about this. And Peppa only meets English people in Ireland. And the punchline of the show is there's an Irish, traditional Irish music band, and they forget all their instruments because they're Irish. It's the most fucking awful. I loathe Peppa Pig. She's so horrible to her dad. Fuck her. I eat more bacon because of Peppa Pig.
Okay, wow. The problem with that is, yes, you're right. It's highly offensive. Although Sam and I did just find that hilarious.
Yeah. And valid. Feelings are valid. And she's a slag.
And she's a slag. Also, there's we're talking about Peppa Pig. There's also really sinister videos on YouTube with Peppa Pig. So you start watching it, it looks like a kid's video. So if you're a parent, oh, there's Peppa Pig. She's on YouTube. Watch it.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to her self-harming, and or people being like it's. I don't know if they're still on there, but I remember my youngest nephew showing me this. And saying Uncle David was.
How old was he when he was showing you this?
He was about 9.
That's not good.
It was like, he was asking me for like, it was during the lockdown, so it was a while ago now. And he was asking me like, is this okay? I go, no, it's not okay. So I have other reasons to hate Peppa Pig, but not necessarily related.
She was self-harming.
Yes, that's how you make bacon. She had like this like potato peeler and she was taking things off her. It was disgusting. I'm sure it's still on there because I put in a formal complaint. I was totally Karen about it. And yeah.
Shall we watch it now?
Sure. No.
We've really opened up a can of worms I didn't even realise we were looking at, to be honest. But yeah.
Sorry. You know,
It's become a really traumatic episode already. We're already 10 minutes in. Anyway, the central tenet of the biogenetic slave theory stems from the peculiar physiology of the Teletubbies themselves. The Teletubbies, Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala and Po, share distinct features that suggest non-natural origins. Their uniform skin textures, disproportionate body forms, and integrated technological appendages, e.g. televisions embedded in their abdomens,
cyborgs.
Resemble engineered hybrids more than evolved organisms. In science fiction, literature, and dystopian narratives, such biocybernetic hybrids are often created by technologically superior beings for utilitarian purposes, whether as laborers, soldiers, or experimental subjects.
Yes.
The first part where you were like, oh, there's a theory that they might not be completely human.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a telly in their tubby.
Yeah, there is a telly in their tubby. And the show, I think, wouldn't work as well had there not been.
There was a bit in the show where there was a little carousel that popped up, and then they would sort of like dive into the carousel, and then they would just follow like some children around for a little bit, not in a menacing way. They would just like go to the shop or something, and then they'd come back, and then sometimes the carousel will pop up again in the same episode, and then they go and just replay the same clip of the children. I'm just saying something about the show that I thought was creepy.
Did you find it? Okay, so now we can look at it retrospectively and think there are some sinister elements of it, or it is weird. It is
odd.
Yeah, it is odd. But at the time as a kid, do you remember it feeling unsettled by it?
Not unsettled. No, I had all of the Teletubby memorabilia, like Beanie Babies, and I think I had the thing that made Tubby custard.
Nice.
I think it was just yogurt, but like it was like the Nunu's Kitchen or whatever it was where they get the Tubby custard from. So, most kid shows don't have a plot that's like super complex. because it's for kids.
Yes.
So adults will fill in the blanks as to like why they're trying to like come up with some purpose as to why the Teletubbies exist. Why do they live in the hill place?
Yeah.
Why is the sun a baby?
Yeah.
Why all of this
Yeah.
stuff? When you don't necessarily have to ask all those questions. Just eat the tubby custard. Don't ask questions, eat the custard.
But what's in the custard? That's the question.
Come. No, I don't know.
Well, and you're right about that, because I think, and that's the case with a lot of kids' TV shows. I mean, some of the stuff from the 80s, if you look at things like Will-O-the-Wisp or Magic Roundabout, is very, very trippy. And it's easy for adults with an adult mindset to apply some kind of framework around that or logic to that. That's saying, well, that represents this and that represents. But kids don't care. They just care. This is colourful, and they're making funny noises.
And a lot of kids shows and cartoons, they were made by people who were really high.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
That's where you get the best ideas from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does feel like that is the case with this.
But adult logic on kids stuff is, I find it really, really boring. It's like someone saying, well, how does Batman keep the Batmobile fueled? It doesn't matter. He's the Batman. It doesn't it's all, well, where did he build the car from? Oh, shut up. Stop being so boring. Well, how does Superman fly? Who cares? Just enjoy the thing.
I would
Yeah.
like to see a Batman film where he does stop at a Texaco for 5 minutes to fill up and get a wham bar. Just for a bit of, you know what I mean? It kind of brings it into your world a little bit.
Surely by now the Batmobile is at least a hybrid.
You'd think so, wouldn't
He's
you?
going to an EV charging point or
You
something.
think so, yeah. But then the problem is the mileage then, isn't it? He does a lot of driving.
Yeah, can only get to the choker if he's within 300 miles.
Yeah. He has to stop and wait for it to charge for 20 minutes.
It's not like he can use solar power because he works at night.
That's true. That's good.
true.
Well observed. Very good.
And the Batmobile's in a cave the rest of the day.
Yeah. Alfred's not thought everything through.
No.
Okay.
Well, for Batman.
The environment in which the Teletubbies live, the idyllic yet sterile Tubbyland, reinforces this narrative. It is an isolated, self-contained ecosystem devoid of other independent life forms, except for an anthropomorphized machines like the vacuum cleaner, Nunu, and the omnipresent, all-seeing Sun Baby. This setting echoes the controlled habits found in laboratory or testing environments where variables are strictly regulated.
So they think that the Teletubbies exist in like a petri dish kind of thing, like a
kind of.
controlled environment.
Yes.
A sealed system.
Yes.
And is the baby?
Well, that's a good question, because there
overseer?
isn't a clear and the overseer, but they're not necessarily saying the baby is in control. The baby itself might be controlled. The baby's delivering.
It's just like gathering the results.
Yeah.
The voiceover is the controller.
Yes.
The baby is part of the function.
What do we think of the Sun Baby?
That's fine, I guess. It was always daytime.
Yes.
There wasn't a baby moon. There was never a baby moon or any other baby planetary objects of any kind.
No.
Again, at the time when you're watching it as a kid, you don't think anything of it. To an adult, they would be like, "Why is the sun a baby?" Because that would suggest the presence of a
Mummy
sun
and
mummy and a sun daddy.
Yeah.
Sun daddy has a big sun penis, and this mummy sun has tight little sun pussies. Will you be able to use any of this?
Oh,
without
yeah.
getting demonetized?
That's a clip right there, Sam.
This might not just be the end of the season. It may just be the
The
end.
end.
What happened? Sam Lake came on and destroyed it. But it's fine. It's all right. But we got the truth out there, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Another component of the biogenetic slave theory centers on the omnipresent surveillance within Tubbyland. The anthropomorphic sun baby and the voice trumpets that emerge from the ground give commands that dictate the actions of the Teletubbies. These disassembled voices and the Teletubbies' daily routines limiting their autonomy. The Teletubbies rarely make independent choices. Instead, they respond to external prompts in a manner consistent with conditioning or programming.
Yes, this is very like the Prisoner TV series, which is 60 TVs.
Very much, yes.
Starring Patrick McGowan, and it's fascinating. I thoroughly recommend it. It's just only like 12 episodes, and it's weird and wonderful and actually quite scary. And the links between the Tubbyland, what is it, Tubbyland?
Yeah, Tubbyland, yeah.
Tubbyland and the village in the Prisoner are very. There's a very similar vibe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd actually forgotten about the little. Is it actually called the voice trumpet? Mm-hmm. The voice trumpet. I'd forgotten about that. I suppose that does pop up at different times of the day and
Tell them
goes
what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
You
before.
will conform.
There is something a little bit weird about the fact they don't make independent decisions, because I can't think of another TV show where a kids TV show where that's the case. It's common in sci-fi. It's common in dystopian films.
Yeah.
But you know, Big Brother and the party is controlling you, that kind of thing. But in a kids TV show, I can't think of anything where some of them, because the whole thing with kids TV shows is that you have a renegade crazy one who doesn't do what they're told, and the sensible
Was
one.
that not Poe, though?
But they all did what they were
Was Poe
told.
not a little rebel?
Poe was just like quirky.
Poe was just a bit ADHD.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
So are you saying that Tinky Winky didn't decide to play with the handbag?
Yes.
He was told.
He was told. Yes.
You must.
Yes.
You must get this handbag.
Yeah.
And
Sam,
so-
did that happen to you?
Potentially. No, I requested my.
When Phil said that you were going to be talking about this, going, is it to do with the handbag? Is that what we're going to be talking about? You know.
This system of surveillance and command aligns with Michael Foucault's concept of disciplinary power and panopticism. Can't read that word.
Panopticism.
That's the word. Wherein subjects internalize the constant gaze of authority and self-regulate their behavior accordingly. However, the Teletubbies appeared not to possess the self-awareness required for such regulation, suggesting they function more as biological automatons programmed to respond to stimuli rather than as conscious beings capable of resistance.
Automatons.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Automatons.
Automatons.
He's straight. He doesn't know how to pronounce anything.
I'm going to do that again. They function more as biological automatons programmed to respond to stimuli rather than as conscious beings capable of resistance.
Lovely.
There's a concept in there that it scares me, right? Okay, so about the panopticon. Do you know what a panopticon is?
No, what is it?
Okay, so it's a type of prison where the other prisoners guard the other prisoners. So it's a circle. It's so your cell looks across to another cell, and if they do something, you're responsible. So you get punished for it, and it's really nightmarish. So you get punished if someone else does something. So if someone escapes, you'll also get punished and they'll, it's terrible. And it was used. There actually is a panoptic prison in Cuba. Yeah.
But so that would suggest that the four Teletubbies were in two pairs, and each pair was keeping an eye on the other one.
Yeah, Tinky Winky and Lala were against
Dipsy and Poe. Dipsy and Poe were.
Yeah.
Well, I always thought they were just a lovely lesbian couple of some sort, and then Tinky Winky and Lala have a lovely evening together. But I don't remember them ever getting punished.
No, I don't. Yeah, well, if they did, it wasn't on camera.
Oh, like time for a Tubby off-camera beating.
Tubby bye-bye.
We don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm astounded about how many things I used to say when I would go clubbing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have some Tubby toast? What was I asking?
It was in the.
What were you asking for?
Disco biscuits. And I know.
Oh.
I didn't do anything. I did not do any chemicals until much later in life, and I don't do any chemicals now. But when I was younger, I used to go over to people and get stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
What? Because I was such a people pleaser.
So you get them their Tubby toast.
I get them their Tubby toast because someone would ask. I'm not saying I'd pay for it, but I'd go and do it. I don't know why I did that.
Was there a voice trumpet telling you to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
That makes sense now, and it's all coming true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you potentially a Teletubby?
I certainly have the shape of one. I like the Teletubbies.
But that's something you developed over time. That's not.
No, I looked like this when I was younger as well.
really?
I was always kind of rounded. I'm a typical Irishman: short legs, long back, big belly. That's a big head, obviously.
Do you receive TV broadcasts?
I do, but that's just because of my fillings.
Really? Okay.
He receives alien broadcasts as well. It's
Yeah.
not
I used to know someone who had a metal plate in their head, and they used to be able to tell you what TV channel was on in the living room.
Really though.
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
a thing?
He said he didn't tell you the programs, but he said I can feel it. Feels ITV feels different to BBC.
Is this like now times where we've got like 1,000 channels?
No,
back
no,
then
no.
when there was just 4.
This was I was
Old school analog.
Yeah, I was a kid. It was a neighbor. It was just up the street. So it was my first house that I lived in. So that was it was the 80s.
Okay. So if the area went down, he could still presumably.
No, I don't know. I didn't talk to adults that much when I was a kid.
Okay.
But it used to be a thing because he would be in the other room. Maybe he had found some other way to do it, but I don't think so. Like it wasn't.
Wait, he'd be in another. So he wouldn't even watch the.
He
TV.
wouldn't be watching it. He'd be able to say, "Oh, ITV's on." ITV was the one that could tell the easiest. BBC and BBC Two felt the same to him, so it was BBC One. It was a BBC channel.
Interesting.
And he had Channel 4, which is one of the reasons why I was around there, because not everyone had Channel 4 back in the day. This is the 80s. This is the grim 80s. In Northern Ireland, by the way, so we barely had running water.
Went without Channel 4.
We didn't get Channel 4 till ages. We used to, you know.
This is worse than Rishi Sunak not having Sky.
But Channel 4 wasn't launched until 80,
83, I think. 82, 83.
and the first show was Countdown.
Yeah.
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 And the last show will be Countdown now. I quite like Channel 4. I like 4 film. It always has good movies.
It does.
Yes.
Thanks, Film 4.
So biogenetic engineering in science fiction context. The context of bioengineered slaves has been a recurring theme in science fiction, from Brave New World to Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, wherein genetically modified beings are created for servitude. These narratives explore the ethical implications of creating life for the sole purpose of exploitation. The Teletubbies, with this speculative framework, could be imagined as the result of a similar process. Life forms engineered with limited cognitive function, docile dispositions, and a programmed joy in menial repetition and play. They are always happy.
Yes.
They're very. I can't ever think where they. Admittedly, I wasn't a kid, so I don't know whether they would have been sad. But I never saw them sad.
And repetitive, like as I pointed out, sometimes the carousel would pop up, they
Yeah.
play the video, and
Yeah.
they go again, and then they play it again.
Yeah.
They loved it.
That's because kids love repetition. It's a frequent thing. Like if you watch Dora the Explorer, which I have done,
Yes.
yeah, there's repetition. Even things like in the 80s, He-Man, the Masters Universe, that cartoon, which is a cartoon I grew up on, they had the same frames for the same actions over and over again. So even though it was a linear story, there was repetition of action, and you go, "Oh, I know what He-Man's going to do in the next 2 seconds," and children really respond to that. So when you watch some kids' animation, this is why like Disney,
But that's also cost saving.
absolutely, it's costing, but that repetition, like in the 70s, the Wonder Woman TV show, everybody loved when she transformed into Well, maybe I just loved her transforming into Wonder Woman, but
She does a nice spin.
oh my God, that gives me joy that I can't describe. A beautiful woman transforming from one great outfit to another. I mean, who of us don't want to do that?
You're both looking at me. Okay. Their built-in television screens might serve a dual purpose, both as a means of displaying educational program for external viewers, i.e. the human children watching the show, and as monitoring devices through which their creators observe their behaviors and responses.
Okay, if you believe they've been engineered for a specific purpose, fair enough. You'd have some way of monitoring each single one.
Yeah.
But what is the purpose of a Teletubby?
Well, this is the question I've been asking, because if someone's doing this, why would they be doing this? So, unless the writers are part of some grand plan to somehow bring in control mechanism to society, and they want children to be obedient, they want children to follow.
Yeah.
This could be this, and this sort of this is where it gets really into like mega conspiracy territory, because then we start talking about New World Order, we start talking about the Illuminati, we're talking about Carl Schwab, people taking over the world, wanting to control us all. Did it start with the Teletubbies? Don't know.
The Teletubbies are Illuminati.
Not saying they're Illuminati, but the people controlling the writing
Are they part of the
are
program?
part of the program.
I mean, like the cultural touchstone, Britney Spears on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine with a Teletubby. And we all know that Britney Spears' career was to help George W. Bush get away with
Yeah,
things.
we know that. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What?
We could go. We keep somehow coming into this. We did an episode on MK Ultra. There is a theory that Britney Spears is part of MK Ultra, that she was activated by the CIA in order to distract the media from what Bush was doing in Iraq.
Oh.
Yeah, she'd do something outrageous or massive.
Like marry Kevin Federline or
Shaving
shave her
her
head
head.
or attack a
Attack
paparazzi.
the car with the
Yes.
umbrella.
She was justified.
Yes,
Okay. Driving her car and breastfeeding at the same time.
exactly.
Because she's that talented.
Yep.
She's multitasking.
She's skilled.
I love Britney.
yeah.
Yep. How
And
the
Bush.
Teletubbies figure into this, I don't know.
Britney had a song called "I'm a Slave for You."
She did have.
She
That's
did.
true. She did.
Yes, she did.
Was that her trying to break out? Do you think?
I think so.
And she belly danced in the video.
Oh my
A lot of like,
That's a one. She did that in one shot. Britney Spears did that
Yeah.
amazing dance routine, and you can
Yeah.
see when the dancers mess it up, and she's just perfect because she's Britney
just
Spears.
yeah. She still choreographs,
I love her.
and now she does it with knives.
Yeah, but you know, I only wish Britney happiness. They give her lithium for 9 years. I let her.
That's going to take some time to wear off.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
fucks you up. Fucks you up. What they did to her, it was terrible.
But you made the point that we were worried about her handling knives, but she knows how to handle a knife, which suggests that she was an MK Ultra agent because who's trained her to do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Stabbing someone is a dance routine.
I've come in with one conspiracy theory, and now I'm leaving with 10.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this often happens. It
Yeah.
snowballs. It snowballs. So perhaps the most haunting element of the theory is the notion that the Teletubbies, unseen masters. Unlike other science fiction narratives where creators eventually reveal themselves, the Teletubbies' controllers remain anonymous, communicating only through faceless devices and disembodied voices. The absence of a visible authority figure suggests an omnipotent and possibly uncaring force, content to keep its creations in perpetual servitude without recognition or dialogue.
Did the Teletubbies have a job? Did they ever do stuff that wasn't like playing around, dicking about?
I don't think so. But then the problem that I have is I wasn't a kid when I was watching it. So, not that I was watching it, but my point is I wasn't a kid, so I didn't watch all the episodes. But I don't recall them having a purpose.
Like if you ever saw them like at like a production line or something,
Yeah.
making something,
Yeah.
or like, I don't know, tending to some crops,
Yes.
or
No, but they
I
had a
don't
servant.
know.
Nunu was their servant, like did things for them. So like
Yeah,
they
Nick-
obviously had a stream of income to
yeah,
afford a housemaid.
they'd splatter custard everywhere. And then Nunu would just come in and just suck it all up. I'm not even trying to be filthy. That's exactly
That's
what happened in the show.
Yeah. It is odd that it's a vacuum cleaner that they are subservient to.
Well, the vacuum, Nunu's just sort of like, it's just sort of there. Like when they go for a play,
Yeah.
I only recall seeing Nunu in the little house thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never went outside.
It never went outside, did it? So when they're outside doing all of like their activities and stuff, it's just the four of them.
Yeah.
And then Nunu's just a sentient vacuum cleaner
Yeah.
full of custard.
Yeah.
And then there's the sun baby and then the trumpet.
Yeah.
So the trumpet's the voice of potentially
That's
the voice
true,
whoever's.
That's true. But do we think Nunu is in some way then an authority figure or a caring figure? Because Nunu's like clearing up all their shit.
Maybe. Well, like the prison thing that you said, is there no one else in the prison?
There are guards, but they're outside of it. So everybody, only the prisoners interact with the prisoners.
Right. So the guards can see the prisoners, but the prisoners only see each other.
Yeah, and because you have to be punished if you don't do what you need to do, which is look after.
The things that are stopping me from getting on board with this is when were they punished?
Yeah.
And how?
Yeah.
How severely?
Yeah.
And is there a video?
Okay.
And if they're slaves and they're doing something for somebody,
Yes.
but it's unclear who
Why
and
or
what they're
who.
doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the big problem with this entire theory is who or why.
Well, are they not training the youth of today? Are they not like
To be subservient.
to be subservient?
To suck up a lot of custard.
Suck up a lot of custard, you know. I mean, I always remember that there was a magazine headline for Vanessa Phelps, and because Ross Smith used to do this joke about it. Magazine headline saying, you know, friends are worried about because she's drinking custard straight from the can. I'm going,
Yeah.
I have done that.
Everybody's drunk custard straight from the
Oh
can.
my god, the ambrosia cream rice
Yeah.
Just down your throat.
Friends Via, she's drinking custard again.
There we go. That was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good bit.
But it was like that was he didn't write that. That was a magazine.
No, that was on the cover of Hello Gossip or
one of those
Puzzlers
magazines.
Quarterly. or
When they
something.
used to cover the important stuff.
Yeah, what really mattered.
Yeah.
Now Vanessa.
Where's
Phelps.
that journalism gone?
It's
a lost art.
No one has magazines anymore.
No, it's true.
No one has magazines.
So
anymore.
true. It's all Reach Media.
I miss a good magazine. I don't read magazines anymore.
You know what's fun is that the magazines don't know what to do with themselves anymore. So the ones where it's just like I fucked a can of baked beans and then I had to chop my penis off. There's those ones that have gone like way off the deep end, and then there's like Puzzlers Quarterly, and it's just like crossword. And randomly the other day I walked past one in WH Smith, and it just had Emily Blunt on the front of it. No quotes or anything. She's not in the magazine at all. She hasn't done an interview for them. They just put a picture of Emily Blunt on the front of Puzzlers Quarterly.
Yeah.
Wow.
She does have a great face, and I'm
She
so excited
does.
about
Is
the
she a
Devil Wears
puzzler?
Prada
Do
2.
we know?
Same. Sorry?
Is she a puzzler?
I dare. Well, she's British, so she probably does crosswords.
That's right. That's the hallmark.
As we all do.
Yes.
I love a good crossword.
Came out of the womb doing one.
Right. Yeah. And Sudokus.
One plausible theory is that the Teletubbies masters are post-human technocrats or advanced scientists who have transcended biological evolution. These beings, no longer bound by organic form, may exist as artificial intelligence or cybernetic life forms. From this perspective, the Teletubbies are a biological experiment in controlled joy, obedience, and behavioral conditioning, an experiment that explores how life can be optimized for compliance and harmless entertainment.
I'd sign up for that experiment.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy. Just constant
Just
joy.
constant joy, yeah.
Just constant joy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then would that become normalized? Would you recognize it as joy? Do you know what I mean? If all you're experiencing is that one emotion, do you not need the shade with the light?
Just enjoy the custard. Enjoy the custard for what it is. Stop asking all these questions.
Sorry, you're right. I'll forget about the critical thinking. let's just fucking go delve into it. What do you think?
I need darkness. I
You
do.
will.
I need sadness.
Also, without it, none of us would be comedians. So we kind of do need that
Maybe they have access to darkness in certain
at night.
Yeah, maybe they get like the Teletubby version of like gory films or something. The Tubby Chainsaw Massacre.
I have seen a horror movie where someone was kind of dressed up, with like copyright infringement, was kind of dressed up like a Teletubby. There's loads of really low budget. I mean, like the Blood and Honey, that range of movies. They're low
Yes,
budget.
the Winnie
They're
the Pooh
awful.
one, yeah.
Oh my god, I love them. And I went to a Q&A with the people that made those movies, and I was like, yeah, I could do that. So I want to do a horror movie. Teletubby horror movie.
yeah.
Would we like to see a late night Teletubbies? Teletubbies after like Hollyoaks later.
I want to see what those antennae do.
Teletubbies after dark. Teletubbies in private. Tubby bye and gay.
Tubby nighttime.
Well, there is the Night Garden. That's another show.
That's true. That's true.
I hate the Night Garden.
I hate
They
it.
don't
The
speak.
night garden's fucking weird. That is weird.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I watch kids shows a little bit longer than I should have because my brother's 12 years younger than me. So when he was a baby, we'd watch all of the kids shows again. So
Yeah.
it extended it a bit for me.
Yeah.
I think I dropped out around like Balamori.
Oh yeah.
And we saw Dora the Explorer, but that's because like we're half Spanish. So yeah, we had to understand what she was saying.
I like Dora. I have a Dora Explorer doll. The live action movie. There was a doll of her.
Of Dora from the
Dora the
human film.
The human film. And it was I just moved Barbie. Teresa, actually. Yeah, she was gorgeous. So actually one of my favorite dolls.
So was your brother watching Teletubbies or had that phased out by that time?
I want to say it. I think it was probably still on, but I think it would have been phased out by then. I think.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what would have been popular when he was little, and I only remember Balamori, and then a lot of like cartoons that adults could enjoy as well because they'd worked out that very young kids only sort of pay attention to the colors, the shapes, the sounds.
Yeah.
So all of the dialogue can be like for adults as long as you do it like discreetly.
Yeah.
It's like SpongeBob. Loved SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was very good, I have to say. Yes,
Yeah.
true.
SpongeBob got me out of a
Because
meat bite of
Teletubbies as a cultural reference point is hugely significant. I mean, it's in the new 28 Years Later film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the opening sequence.
I've not seen it yet.
Oh my god, they use it brilliantly. It's. I don't want to give anything away, but it's a very different movie from the other two movies, and I absolutely loved it. And the sinisterness of it all. And it's not the Teletubbies that are sinister.
But that probably does, because why would you pick that show, right? You could pick any show from that
It
era.
really works.
Yeah.
It really works.
Because it is weird. It's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
It adds to that.
And it also tells you the time period that it was, because the
Yeah.
28 days later that happened. It's 28 years later this movie.
Yeah.
And so that's a long time ago. I was 5. No, it's really, really good, and I go and see it. I absolutely loved it.
Teletubbies dance mix. Didn't that happen? I think they had a
Hey-o.
Oh no, they definitely did. Yeah. And Bob the Builder did as well.
Yes, he did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Bob the Builder track. Okay,
Yeah.
you can mix that in with "Smack My Bitch Up" by the Prodigy, and it slaps.
Which lyrics into which song?
So it's just the music of "Smack My Bitch Up" is really the only lyric in that song. So,
Okay.
but can we fix it?
Yeah.
Smack my bitch up. It's awesome. I have gone crazy to that in a club.
Poor Wendy.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good, but really, those two go together. I love the worst. I love the worst mashups ever, where it's two songs that shouldn't go together and they absolutely go together perfectly. You know, I love that. I love like "Hot in Here" and "Staying Alive." Mix that together. That's mwah.
Oh, I've heard that one. Yes, that's
Glee
good.
used to do that, didn't they? Smash it. But sometimes
loved a
They loved
mashup.
it, didn't they? Sometimes they worked, and sometimes
I absolutely didn't.
yeah.
Although the one they did, which was a mashup of Halo and Walking on Sunshine, I did actually quite enjoy that one.
Oh, I have a lot of love for Glee, despite the fact everyone died.
Mr. Shoe is a predator. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it really hard, because there's so many of those songs that really spoke to me.
So the disembodied voices and automated systems in Tubbyland, the voice trumpets and the Sun Baby and built-in TV screens could be extensions of these post-human entities' consciousness, allowing them to interact with their creations without lowering themselves to a physical form. Like distant gods, they maintain control invisibly, ensuring the ecosystem functions according to their inscrutable experimental protocols. This interruption echoes dystopian works like The Matrix, where reality itself is curated by distant, indifferent overseers who exploit biological beings for their own opaque purposes.
We're all being exploited. They are feeding on us.
Yep.
Which I actually kind of believe.
I like the idea of communicating just through your
Belly.
belly.
That's what bears do.
Right? Yeah. But a belly with a telly on it.
Yeah, belly.
Because like what me and my partner most evenings will just not talk to each other and send each other memes.
Yeah. That's
Whilst-
this is the 21st century.
While sitting on the same sofa.
Yeah, okay.
So we could just, if I had an iPad on my belly, that I would just be like, look.
Yeah.
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 And that's what marriage becomes after a while, doesn't it?
You
An iPad on the belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just send each other memes.
It's still love. So another interpretation reframes the masters as not as literal beings within the Teletubbies fictional universe, but as a metaphor for media corporations and capitalist forces. From this lens, Teletubbies are bio-cybernetic performers whose very existence revolves around producing consumable entertainment. They perform endlessly, never questioning their purpose, while the true beneficiaries, the television producers, merchandisers, advertisers, profit from their labor.
That's hitting a little too hard to home, given our careers.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
But we are, as far as we know, not being told to do this.
I suppose not.
No, there is a voice in me that says I have to do it.
No, there's a voice in you that says you must be loved.
Oh, yeah, actually, it's the voice.
Yeah.
Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah.
That was said so sinisterly as well.
Sorry.
You must be loved.
Phil knows me like better than I know myself.
But no one is. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a force controlling us, but these are literally being told what to do.
But okay, how often does capitalism come up in these conspiracy theories? Because everything comes back to capitalism at some point.
Fairly frequently. Yeah.
Quite frequently. Every job I've had comes back to capitalism. Everything I've bought, everything I've ever thought or done.
Yeah.
Everything comes back
Yes,
to
it could be
capitalism.
used as an excuse for absolutely
Are you going to
Yeah.
break into the Pet Shop Boys? It's a sin. That's what everything I've ever done. Everything. Yeah, right.
He
Everything
was
I'll ever
with
do. Sam, I'm here for it. That's why I brought it up. I was like, come on.
In this reading, the voice trumpets and the sun baby represent the media apparatus itself, feeding instructions to the performers and keeping them within a narrowly defined behavioral loop designed for maximum viewer engagement. This interpretation is heavily inspired by critical theorists who argue that culture industries exploit creativity and turn living beings into passive instruments of capitalist production.
What? Okay.
It's intense, that, isn't it? It's almost like they're overthinking it.
They're applying a lot there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say the sun baby is like this like thing that gives them feedback.
Yeah.
So if they're not being entertained in the correct way,
Yeah.
I don't remember the sun baby ever not just sort of being like, like it was always happy.
I don't know. Didn't the sun baby sometimes cry? I don't know.
Did it?
I can see in my mind's eye the sun baby having like a stern face, but I don't know in what context. You know, is it just maybe a wind?
I would like if I feel like if they wanted to show that what they're doing isn't working, they'd replace the baby with like, I don't know, an old woman.
I think that would be
Not
more
happy.
sinister.
Just kind of like,
thing. Yeah. What old woman would the Queen?
I miss the Queen.
That
Yeah.
ultimate power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she's just a lizard. She's just reincarnated.
that's true. She's a lizard. Yeah, you know that.
oh, is the Queen a lizard, not the
Yeah,
Pope?
no, the whole.
Oh no, they all are.
They all are. The
They
royal
all are.
family are all lizards.
And they're all in the Illuminati.
But yeah, well,
Probably not Andrew anymore.
yeah.
That's a shame.
Don't know if it is.
It's just community means a lot. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have, like friends.
Yeah, you're right there. So the audience as masters, this is a really mindfuck for one, the meta-narrative. So perhaps the most self-reflective interpretation is that we, the viewers, are the Teletubbies' true masters. Their endless cycles of play, consumption, and response to commands are performed solely for the audience's entertainment. They are trapped in a performative existence, reenacting the same routines endlessly to delight and pacify their human observers.
No. Because if I were in control of the Teletubbies, they'd have done a lot of fucked up things that they didn't do.
What would you have them doing?
Oh, the antennas are going in places, obviously. Probably new. I don't know. They would have... all they ever did was just sort of played like very simple games. And even as a child, I would just be like, yeah, okay, but we could like liven this up. Let's make Poe do some cat or something and just see what happens. I think if we were in control, you've seen it with like what's her name? She's like a really famous performance artist, and she like did her big like art piece was that she like just sat down in a chair, and she had like a big. Is it Maria Abramovich?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Tutoring?
Yeah. And you had everything there. And other people have replicated it where you could just like, you could like pick up a bottle of water and go like, oh, you look thirsty, have some water. Or you could like pick up a knife and like, graze her with it or stuff. So like if that were the case, the Teletubbies wouldn't just be having like tubby custard all the time and lollygagging. Occasionally, Lala and Dipsy would have a lesbian cage match of some description, and the cage would be electrified. And then they wake up the next day, and then who knows? It would be another thing.
Yeah, crossover Teletubbies and the Hunger Games.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
I think if anything, this is supporting the Teletubbies After Dark show that we all want to see. In this reading, the voices giving commands are like again are not just fictional narrative devices, but echoes of audience demand, pushing the characters to repeat their performances for customers' satisfaction. This reading turns the television screen itself into the Teletubbies' cage, and the audience into passive yet complicit masters, sustaining the creature's captivity by watching. So it's our fault.
We're complicit.
We're complicit.
We're complicit.
Yeah. And if you show this to your brother, you're long-term complicit.
But we wouldn't intentionally show it to him. We just sat him in front of the TV and let the TV
Yes.
raise him.
Yes.
As any child should be raised. Yeah.
So we're unknowing masters, really, aren't we?
Babes, it's a TV show. we've got to calm down at some point.
Well, interestingly enough, in the UK, the voiceover artist for the Teletubbies was Toya Wilcox, who was a pop star in the early 80s.
Oh, of course she
But at
was.
the time, she did, when she was doing Teletubbies, she was also doing a late night TV show called Guide to Sex. So it's like, why is she doing a kids show? So there's a sinister aspect there. Sorry, Toya, I love you.
interesting.
Please don't.
Well, no, a bunch of like children's presenters back in those days would do like adult stuff. This is going off piece, but you know Tracy Beaker?
Yeah.
She did the pilot for like a really raunchy BBC Three show where she gave a guy a hand job, and everyone was like, "We can't have Tracy Beaker giving out hand jobs because she's Tracy Beaker."
There's an audience for that.
Jacqueline Wilson is not writing Tracy Beaker and the hand job so good my mum came back.
But tell me you wouldn't buy that.
Oh my god. Yeah. But it's like Disney stars going on to doing an OnlyFans.
Well,
Like,
yes.
One of the High School Musical, what's the girl from High School Musical? The lead.
Vanessa
Gomez?
Hudgens?
Yes, she did a soft porn film. And yes, not obviously.
It wasn't porn. She did sexy.
She did sexy.
She did a sexy
And-
role. Okay,
But
yeah.
not long after High School Musical 3 or whatever the last one was.
Yeah.
And parents complained to Disney about the fact that even though it was made by a completely different production company.
Well, yeah, but they're very strict about what you do with the rest of your like
Yes, they are.
persona and stuff.
But that's a pathway for a child star to become a grown-up actor. So like Daniel Radcliffe appeared in Equus on the West End stage, and he appeared fully nude at 17.
Yeah.
because he's on a mature, proper actor.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway is topless in Brokeback Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that more than almost anything else in that movie. Oh my God, that's the Princess Bride's good. Oh no. Princess Diaries got her tits out, and they were good tits, like you know.
I like that you added that on at the end. Oh, and by the way, lovely knockers. Yeah.
It was also probably the last time in a mainstream movie. I suppose was Brokeback Mountain.
For a gay man, he's very impressed by tits.
No, but I think a lot of gay men appreciate
A good.
a good
set.
Right.
some hefty jugs.
Yeah.
Big natties.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You're disgusting. Critical rebuttals. So, while provocative, this theory is ultimately a speculative overlay imposed upon children's television show. The creators of Teletubbies, Anne Wood and Andrew Davenport, intended the show to be an exploration of a pre-linguistic communication, joy, and the simple pleasures of play. The technological elements of the Teletubbies' bodies and environment were meant to reflect the growing presence of technology in children's lives, not a dystopian commentary on biogenetic exploitation.
Well, they would say that.
Exactly, Sam.
They would say that.
Come round to the right way of thinking. Of course they're going to say that.
Why does one of the Teletubbies have an antenna that's a hole?
Yeah.
And then another Teletubby has one that's just a big stick.
Yeah.
If you don't... Wait, hey, sign up to the Patreon.
There is no other explanation. Furthermore, the behaviours of the Teletubbies, giggling, hugging, exploring, demonstrate a form of innocent pleasure rather than servitude. Their repetitive activities align with theories of early childhood learning, where repetition fosters recognition and cognitive development rather than an endless cycle of meaningless labour.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
It's less fun, but maybe.
I mean... Again, it's just a TV show.
So, the theory that the Teletubbies are biogenetically engineered slaves is an intriguing thought experiment that draws from science fiction, dystopian literature, and postmodern cultural criticism. While there is no evidence to suggest that this interpretation aligns with the creators' intentions, it serves as a compelling lens through which to examine contemporary fears about technology, surveillance, and bioethics. Ultimately, the Teletubbies remain a cultural artifact open to myriad interpretations, some whimsical, some sinister, and all reflective of the human desire to find meaning, even in the most unlikely of places. So, Sam, are the Teletubbies biogenetically engineered slaves?
No, probably not. I would... There's parts of it that I would go along with.
Yes.
But, again, they have to have been created for a purpose. And the purpose of solely just like living in endless joy and entertainment.
Yes.
I don't think is enough. And also I need to know who made them and like, what do they get out of the Teletubbies
Yes.
existing?
Yes.
Like, it's like half a theory.
Yes.
I need like a
The,
face to put to the
the main
culprit.
problem with this theory is there is no backing for why it would be done or why the writers would have even bothered. So that's the main. The theory is not flushed out in that sense. Yes. What do you think?
Yes. They're there for social control. They're designed to indoctrinate children. You know, and the only thing that they should be interested in is pleasure and joy, which is not the secret to fulfillment.
Was there never an episode where like one of them was like a bit sad and needed like cheering up?
I'm sure there was, but I never watched it that closely. I have seen episodes, but I've never.
They tend to save episodes like that for like the teen shows, like Saved by the Bell.
And a very special episode.
In a very special episode where like Jesse gets addicted to caffeine.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's one of my.
Yes. Didn't they change that? Because when it was supposed they were supposed to be addicted to an actual drug.
Yes.
And then got addicted to.
I'd imagine like speed or something
Yeah,
because she was
like
taking it because she
And
had
they
so.
swapped it out for.
Yeah, because she's trying to study for her exams, but also she's in a girl band.
Yeah.
So she has to start taking caffeine pills, and then Zach's like, "I'm worried you've got too much caffeine in your system."
Yeah.
And then she breaks down singing, "I'm so excited."
Yeah, I mean, he was right.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Well,
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, Zach is God. He's able to stop time.
I've heard that
That's
theory
true.
before. Yeah.
And I thought that from the get-go.
He did have great hair, though.
Oh my God.
Luscious locks.
Terrific hair.
One of the
Yeah.
last male characters have blonde hair. Because men don't have blonde hair anymore.
Do they not?
No, it's a thing. Like, so Captain America, Chris Evans,
Yeah.
the actor, Steve Rogers, he's blonde, and he's played two characters that are meant to be blonde, which is Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. He's meant to be blonde, and then Captain America is meant to be blonde. Because the whole idea is that the Captain America is the Aryan ideal, and he fought Hitler. You know, the thing that Hitler loved was fighting him. That's and so him not being blonde as Steve Rogers bugs the shit out of me. But anyway.
Okay, we've deviated for the conclusion of this episode. I'm going to say they're not biogenetically engineered sleeve, but I would love to see Teletubbies After Dark.
Yes, oh my God. Teletubby cage fight.
And I'd love
think-
to see Sam write it because it's going to be fucking messed up.
I think we've written the first
I
episode.
think we really
already.
have.
Yeah.
We really have. Sam, would you like to look into this camera, tell people where they can find you, follow you, all that sort of stuff?
Hi. If you'd like to follow me, I am at Mr. Sam Lake on all forms of social media. And I have a fringe show this year at the Edinburgh Fringe. It's called You're Joking, Not Another One. And it's on every day at 1:35 at Monkey Barrel Comedy in Edinburgh. Please come.
Yes.
Oh, and I have a podcast as well.
Yes, you do.
What's the podcast called?
I've had a rosé. Let's talk about Felix.
An award-winning podcast.
And we were
should
there
point
when
out.
we saw you win.
We were there and we saw him win the award.
I said if I didn't win an award, I'd kill myself.
Yes, and they thought they gave him an award. Would you like a Teletubbies joke to end the podcast?
I'd love one.
Okay. Why did the Teletubbies go to the toilet at the same time? They only have one Tinky Winky. You nearly laughed. You nearly laughed. That's the end of the podcast. That's the end of the series. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you soon. Bye.
If you like the podcast and fancy extra episodes and early access every week, why not join our Patreon? Just £5 a month and you'll be helping support the pod. Remember, we love you. Bye.